Okay, so the question of today is, what are you doing to achieve in life? So I can start with you, Veena. So what are you doing to achieve in life?
Like my dream is to open my school, and for
Hmm.
that I have to do B.Ed, because without pursuing my B.Ed I cannot be a good teacher, what our
Hmm.
government think. For that I am doing my B.Ed. It will be completed in the month of July and August. And after that I am searching for the plots. Like for the school we need a like 4 to 5 acres of land.
Hmm.
We are searching for that plot. And the third, we are searching for someone. If we anyone wants to invest in our plan, they can come and invest. So these three things are we are doing.
Okay. And so what are you doing to get those things now? How are you working to achieve all those goals?
Like for the B.Ed, I'm studying more and more.
Hmm.
And the second one, I'm staying in Jamshedpur, and I have visited some of the plots I have seen here also, like 4 to 5. We need a very big land, not a small land,
Hmm.
and a huge amount also, like 10 to 15 crores we need. Like it's a very big plan. For that also, I'm having meeting with so many people here,
Hmm.
and everyone is excited. They want to be a part. Like they are telling, yeah, it's a very good event. If we achieve this, then it will be a great help for the society also.
Okay. And how are you funding this? How are you working to fund it?
Like we have asked them, they can be the partner of our school.
Hmm.
Like in the directors, we have a board of directors. They can be a member of board of directors. Or if we don't find more funds, then we'll go and ask the government, because government gives loan on the property also.
Okay. Okay, so you have some government funding and also some personal funds,
Yes.
some silent, maybe silent partners who will be on the board but have funded the school as well.
Yes, they will be just funding the school. If they want to be partner, they can be, or
I
if they
see.
want interest, we can give them interest. What
Okay,
we are ready with both the things.
good. And in terms of so in terms of studying, um, what are you doing in your studying plan to achieve your studying goals?
Like for the B.Ed, we should I'm learning how to make lesson plan, how to make subject wise planning, spill of syllabus and everything.
Hmm.
These are the topics which are taught in B.Ed. I'm doing that, and I'm attending this LWT class to improve my English also.
Okay, good. And what are you doing besides, obviously, you need to work towards your goals and, like you said, studying, meeting people, but what other sacrifices are you doing so that you achieve your goals? What kind of sacrifices?
Like up now, to due to COVID, I am here, but I think so. Next month, I have to go back to my school.
I see.
Then the plan will be like it will be delayed for 3 or 4 months, because I'll come back in May, and then again I'll start doing pursuing my plan.
Mm-hmm.
And due to this, my husband is also very much upset. Like I am leaving here for 7 to 8 months, just planning for all these things.
Okay, so
He is coming. He is visiting, but I am not going there.
so you have to be separated from your partner to from your husband to actually make this plan succeed, to go
Yes.
and visit the plot.
Yes, because his dream is also to open a school, but he wants to that I should open the school in Patna, but I want to open the school in Jamshedpur or Ranchi, because these two places are here. People, what I feel here, people are very into education,
Mm-hmm.
and that's why I want to open the school here.
Okay. So we've looked at what kind of things you're doing to achieve your dreams, and also what kind of sacrifices you're doing to achieve them. What are the biggest difficulties that you found in trying to achieve these goals?
The most difficult is the finding plots. Still I have not found the plot, because we need not the plot should not be very far away from the city,
Mm-hmm.
not in the city, because in the city it's very crowded, and very far it will be very difficult for communication. So we want, like, it should be in proper place. We can't, because we are going to open hostels also. There will be
Mm-hmm.
hostel also, and the land should not be very, like, very high price. It should be a normal price land, because we have to buy like 5 to 6 acres. So that is a huge amount.
Yes.
So we are
Okay.
finding a cheap and best land.
Okay. So it's quite a challenge there,
Yeah, finding a property is very challenging.
finding the right one, especially. I get that. And if if you can give yourself, looking at where you are now, when you started this, obviously you don't know what you know now. What kind of advice would you have given to yourself?
Like 2 years before, when I joined the school, before that I was scared of, like, I can't teach, I can't, the, I was very impatient and very angry, like hated kids. I don't like kids. That was my feeling. I'll give tight one, or I'll beat them. But after spending 1 month with the kids, I realized, no, I love them. I totally changed. It totally changed my mind. I am very passionate about kids now. And for my kids, I can fight with anyone. Like, I fight with my principal also for my kids. It's like that.
Oh, that's lovely.
Uh, no, when someone is going to open the school, they have a very big challenge. Like what I am feeling like, it's a very big challenge.
Mm-hmm.
Like, there are lots of schools in Jamshedpur where I want to open. Like, thousands of schools are there, and establishing my school is a big thing.
It would be a big accomplishment if you do that. You go, which I have no doubt you will. You will accomplish a lot.
Yes, I
Cannot
I
wait for the day.
I've given 5 years time. Like, it's a 5 year plan. Let's see, and hope the best happens.
Fingers crossed.
Yes.
Thank you very much, Rena, for sharing that with us. Well done. I will move on to Diptanshu now.
Hello,
Hi, Diptanshu. How are you?
I am fine. What about you, ma'am?
I'm good, thank you. So my question to you is, what are you doing to achieve in your life?
Like
What
first
are
of
you?
all,
Mhm.
like right now I am studying. So this is the one thing to achieve in life. Education is important. So this is the first thing that I am doing, like anyone does. So
Mhm.
apart from this, I want to like explore. Like I want to secure a job in marketing domain and like being a marketing chief or something like that. So I started my journey in 2019 only as an intern in learning while traveling as a marketing intern, and from there to now joining as the chief marketing officer in learning while traveling. So this is my journey. So this is like achieving something. So in future days I want to like open one more startup of myself, and like or doing or getting a job outside India. So these are my some like dream, okay, like in marketing field or marketing domain. So that's my dream, and for this what I am doing right now is enhancing my skill and my knowledge in the field of marketing and doing stuff like that.
Okay, so you are studying, you're enhancing your knowledge, and what are you doing? Like apart from the studying, how are you studying? In if I like, what sacrifices are you doing to study?
Like sacrifices as such, like nothing as sacrifices I am doing. Like I am like studying, along with studying I am just doing my job or like my tasks so that I can enhance my skill in the field of marketing and all. So that's one. Like sacrifices as such, I am not doing any sacrifice. Like but one thing I want to say, like for studying I have to leave my home and go to hostel and living there, but right now I am in home home only. Like but in if the COVID situation would not happen, so I would have stayed in my hostel and pursuing my study from there. So that is one sacrifice, to leave home and living at a hostel to pursue my BTech. So that one sacrifice, you must say. But apart from that, there is nothing as such sacrifice I have done to like study for studying or getting job or something like that.
Mhm. And what has been the hardest, the most difficult hurdle so far? What has been the biggest challenge so far?
So the biggest challenge, what I would say, like in after getting into my college, so in my first year I wanted to my first difficulty was to uh, get my know my skill, like what I am good at. That was my first difficulty. Like after
Finding
I
it.
joined my college, so I used to do like as a my electronics engineer, like I joined as an electronics engineer. So I used to do robotic stuff in my first year, but I found out that like I am not getting such benefits or interest. But when I got into a entrepreneurship cell, I developed myself a lot and have achieved a lot of things in a quite span of time. And then I joined, I did internship and have helped work in a startup, built my startup, and then right now I am, along with my startup, I am also joined LWT. So like this was my hardest part, to like choose my strong point, or like choose my interest and skill, so that I can enhance and grow and build that in my, so that I can do something out of it. So that was my hardest or difficult task, you must say.
Mhm. Okay, good. So knowing what you know now,
Hmm?
what would you have told yourself at the start of this journey?
Like start of this journey, what I have to, like I said I have to do it, that's it, nothing much. Like I this is my strong point, this is my strength, and I have to achieve it, that's it, nothing much.
Okay, just that what your strong point is, and you would have carried on.
Yes.
Okay, good. And what is the plan now? How long do you have to achieve where you want to be?
Like for example, right now I am in college, and I am also like a side by side I am working with startup and all. So I think in the next 2 years, I think one of like any of the startup will be like grow, or if also if does not grow or something like that, then also I will be having my experience, and I can apply for my jobs in MNCs and all, with a marketing chief or like something like any kind of marketing domain jobs that I can. And after that, there in that position, I will increasing. I will be like still on developing my skill and experience to achieve promotion, and then like be like any kind of like will be out like I my dream is to like do a job outside India, so like build my startup also in global. So that's my dream, so I am working in that way only.
Okay. Okay, cool. Okay, thank you very much, Diptanshu. Well done. I'll now move on to Aritra. Sorry, I skipped you, Aritra. I should have started with you because I know you were here longer.
Hello, ma'am. Good evening.
Hi, good evening. Okay, so what are you doing to achieve in life?
Well, you see, I already told you my plan is to become an entrepreneur. I want to start my own business. So, in order to do that, right now I'm doing a degree course on entrepreneurship. And along with
Mhm.
that, I am also learning several skills like digital marketing, coding, sales, etc. And also, I am doing internship to gather more experience in learning while traveling.
Wow. Okay, so my first question is, how do you fit in all this?
I beg your pardon?
How do you fit all this in
I have to
in your
manage my
day?
time management.
Can you like describe a typical day of how you manage to achieve all this?
Well, for example, I'm doing a course on digital marketing. So every day I need to practice. So I set 2 hours aside for practicing digital marketing. I set 2 hours aside for doing some coding work. And also I set some hours for learning while traveling. Like this, I manage my time.
Yeah, well, you're doing a very good job of that. I was going to ask, and what else are you doing besides that to make sure to achieve your goals?
Well,
On a personal level, on a personal level,
well,
besides studying.
yeah, I'm telling you. You see, my dream is to open a mental health startup. In that startup, I would connect the psychologist with the patient through via online mode, via digital, so that the patient can attend the psychologist to the comfort of their home. So that is my plan. So in order to do that, first I have to learn about the mental health industry. So that is why I'm reading several books, and also I am connecting with several psychologists who would help me out with my plan.
Okay, very good. Okay, but what I meant is, I'm sorry to ask again, but like on a personal level, like going for a walk, any meditation to help you do the other stuff that will lead into your goals. Are there any other personal things that you're doing?
Any other thing? What I can say, you see, in order to build a business, you need a lot of energy, you need a lot of stamina, because
Mm-hmm.
building a business means a lot of hustle. So that is why I go to gym 3 to 4 days a week, so that my body remains fit.
Fantastic. Okay, my next question to you is, what has been the biggest challenge so far?
The biggest challenge I can say is that, see, in my family, none of my family member have done any business. I'm the first generation entrepreneur. I would be the first generation entrepreneur. So you see, that is the challenge. When you
Yeah,
when you try to break free of a particular tradition, so there are always a lot of challenge.
that's true. And if you had to go back to 2 years ago, before or 3 years ago, however long before any of this started, what would you tell yourself as a piece of advice?
3 years ago, well, I would say that try to do something out of the box. Try to don't follow the crowd.
Okay. And where do you see yourself now achieving your goals? When?
You mean the time? When would I achieve my
Yes,
goal?
yes,
I don't know. I don't know. That I don't know.
you don't know. And if I said, where do you see yourself in 5 years' time?
Well, by 5 years, I expect myself to open my own startup and be my own boss.
Okay, good. Okay. And in what kind of, what's your startup plan? What company is it going to be?
I told you already. It would be a mental
It's
health startup.
it will be that one. No, I thought maybe you had another idea of something
No, no,
else to.
no.
Okay, fantastic. Um, yeah, brilliant. Thank you very much, Aritra.
Thank you,
I'll
ma'am.
move on to, thank you. I'll move on to Ronit now.
Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening. Hi, Ronit. How are you?
I'm fine, ma'am. What about you?
I'm good, thank you. So the question for today is, what are you doing to achieve in life?
Studying.
Hmm.
That's
And
all.
what? Hmm.
That's all I'm doing. Just studying to achieve my goal.
Okay, and what is your goal?
To get a nice percentage in 10th board.
Okay. And how are you studying? What sacrifices are you doing to study to make sure all the studying happens?
I'm sacrifices that I'm making it for my betterment. Like I don't watch more TV from
Hmm.
beginning, including that I sleep less. I
Hmm.
burn the midnight oil to study more and more, and I don't go out for games and all.
Okay, but what are you doing to keep your mental health well, healthy and safe and positive? Because if you don't go out, if you don't, you study more, sleep less, what are you doing in order to help yourself outside of the studying?
Talking to my mother is just a bit of satisfaction for me for spending time.
Okay. And in your studies, what has been the biggest challenge so far?
Uh, the biggest challenge that I have faced is to understand any concept because my understanding power is little less as per my knowledge.
Okay.
So that is the
And
biggest challenge I had ever faced of understanding such any different concept or a new concept.
okay. And if I had to tell you, how are you overcoming this? Over this challenge?
I actually am nothing doing on this particularly. I'm just leaving it, ignoring it.
Okay. You're just ignoring it and just carrying on with the work and trying to understand.
Yeah.
Okay. And if I had to tell you to go back in time to before any of this started, what would you say to yourself to help yourself to reach this goal, knowing what you know now? What would you say to yourself?
I would say that I would prefer it to put more attention in basic thing which I have forgotten. Like in English grammar, there are very basic things which I don't know now. So in going previous in time, I would like to learn them.
Okay. And when do you see yourself achieving this goal?
After 1 year,
In 1 year's time?
yeah, because I think because our board exam commence after 1 year. Because now I'm in standard 9 final.
Okay, I see. So, and what's the exam that you're going to do?
Sorry, ma'am.
What's the exam that you're going to do?
I didn't understand. Can you elaborate?
What examinations are you going to do?
After 1 year,
Yes. What are they called?
like ma'am, I would go for a pre-board stand-up and board exam. That's all.
Okay. Okay. Well, I wish you all the best of luck. Thank
Thank
you
you.
very much, Ronit. Thank you. I'll move on to Yuraj now.
Yes, ma'am. He is sick today, and instead of it,
Oh,
yes, ma'am.
I've got you.
Yes, ma'am.
Well, wish him get well soon. Okay, from me. Okay, so the question for I have for you is, what are you doing today to achieve your goals in life?
Actually, ma'am, my next goal is to become a very successful motivational speaker, and
Mhm.
for that, I have made up my mind first, and according to my plan, in these days, I am trying to keep myself uh, keep myself positively charged, and
Mhm.
I try to keep myself away from negative thoughts by
Okay.
using different kind of tools. With the help of mobile, I used to listen to so many motivational speakers, English motivational speakers, and I used to uh, uh, I try to find those qualities which are inside them and that may be beneficial for me, and I try to adopt those things inside me. Uh, Apart from this, uh, I used to deliver sometimes on different occasions, especially in my school, uh, motivational speech to my students,
Mhm.
and they like these speeches very much, and they uh, they say me or they give me feedback like this that you will definitely become a very good motivational speaker in coming days,
Oh,
and
that's lovely.
for it I'm using this platform LWT to improve my spoken skill, and uh, you can say these are some things that I am doing to achieve my goal, ma'am.
Fantastic, lovely. And what has been the biggest challenge you've had so far?
Actually, I have been shy by nature, ma'am. Right from my childhood, uh, I hesitate to talk with people, especially with girls or what or whatever what you can say. I I feel very frustrated, or you can say I was not very comfortable during talking with any ladies or girl due to my shyness, and this was the biggest problem with me uh, during when I had started my journey as a teacher, or when I look uh, this problem inside me. I tried to get rid out of it, and at some extent, uh, I have solved my problem. And nowadays, I am trying to solve this problem completely, ma'am.
Okay, and what are you
This was
doing
the.
to solve it?
What are you doing? Yes, ma'am. I actually just I am trying to keep myself positive all the time by thinking that if I am in this kind of journey, and I have to become successful, then I will have to think uh, uh, totally different than before, because uh, uh, as it was my thinking before starting my career that it is not good to talk with ladies or girls or this kind of things were inside this kind of things were inside me, and I used to think like that. But nowadays, I after thinking in a different way, uh, I am trying to solve this problem completely, ma'am.
Okay, fantastic. And what would you tell yourself if you had to go back in time? A piece of
Uh,
advice.
yes, ma'am. Yeah, I would like to say that uh, uh, I gave a very good suggestion to myself that if you think to do something new, you can do it and you will do it.
Very good. Okay, thank you very much. Well done. Well
Thank you,
done to
ma'am.
you all, really. It was lovely talking to you and seeing how you're working hard. All of you are working so hard to achieve your goals, and I hope you achieve them. Thank you very much, and I'll finish off here for today, and I will see you next week.
Thank you,
Bye,
ma'am.
guys. Thank you.
Thank.
Bye.
Bye.